Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Today we have a wonderful show for you. We're going live. Kyle and it's been a while since we just hung out and talked about what's going on in the world. And we love to do this on Saturdays. We love it when you get to join us. Everybody gets to join us. We can talk about anything that you want, but what's going on in your life and what's been happening. We have some huge things that we're announcing. So how you been, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I was just sitting here thinking it's great to have a friend like you who dreams as big as I do. It's been something
Yeah.
missing my whole life. All my friends have always told me I'm crazy, but you're the only one that tells me that I don't dream big enough, which I love. So it's cool to hang
Dude,
out with
it's
you.
we hey man, and it's also good to have someone else that you dream with because you find if you're only dreaming in solitary alone that your dreams aren't as big as they could be because the
Right.
people you meet expand your vision of what is possible.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing. And the new earth is this expanded version where everybody makes something so big, so wonderful that that they're huge changes, right?
Yeah. And not only are you pushing my dreams to be bigger, they're actually all showing up. Knock on wood.
Oh, I love it,
you
man.
know? Yeah. So
Now,
it
now it's
feels,
just how
yeah.
awesome do you want it to be? Well, it's just a choice of different kinds of awesomeness all around you, right?
Right. I mean, how could it get any more awesome than this? I don't know,
Right.
but we'll see, right?
Yeah. So yeah, yesterday it was a great day, man. I hung out and Hunter turned 21 yesterday.
Oh, what'd you
And
guys do?
everybody turns 21. Well, I had to go out with him. I was like, he's gonna go out and have a drink, and I could at
Couple
least be his
Shirley Temples.
designated. I could be his designated. I got a Shirley Temples for sure. And we went to the movie Mutiny with
Oh,
Jason
okay.
Statham. Oh,
Yeah,
I love Jason Statham. I will watch anything immediately as soon as I see him on it. I'm
yeah.
clicking right into it because he's just like he makes all bald men proud. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
great.
he's just like has great action movies. That was great. We watched Mutiny. We walked across and had like this great at this brewery that's near the theater, and we had a great time. And he had a margarita. He had a
Oh,
margarita.
okay, cool. Hey,
Um,
21, man, you got to
my
do it.
stepson, I think he had gin and tonic. His girlfriend had like a Mimi or something. And I had the Shirley Temple. And so it was cool to hang out and talk with him. Because do you remember your 21st birthday?
Oh, I was actually out on the island of Hawaii, man, and it
Oh, yeah.
was
You were, that's where it happened?
that's where it
Yeah.
happened, and it was a good
It made me
time.
remember my 21st. Like I had not really thought of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that
Was
and
it a good
Hunter's
time?
Hunter's the man. Hunter's a legend.
Hunter's
So happy
awesome.
birthday,
He's
Hunter.
got two new songs out. You got to go check them out.
Yeah, yeah,
They're really amazing. He's totally taken a chance and changed like his style and really focused on playing the guitar and it's expanded. It's really cool to watch him. Like
yeah.
really, like this is what he wants to do. He could easily go to college and do anything he wants, but this is his focus. Is just making music, right?
I love it.
So I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really
Happy
exciting.
birthday, Hunter.
Yeah. And my other son is going into the Navy. You met Hayden, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he's going into the Navy. He's going to work on submarines doing cyber. Isn't that
Nice.
crazy?
That
Got a
is
signing bonus
crazy.
coming up, and he's going to serve like in 90-day segments on the sub. I think he might be in Oahu. That's one of them. There's I think North Carolina or something. So
Hey, take a Wahoo if you can get it. Yeah.
right. I was so excited for him. That sounds. I was sitting here watching Crimson Tide just now,
Oh
going back.
man.
Crimson. Remember Crimson Tide with Denzel?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Now
it's a great movie.
when does he leave? When does he will he be
I
gone
think
soon?
I was going to try to get him to come to Austin. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
cool. I would love
So
to
he's
see them
coming out,
both.
and then I was like, why don't you come with me to Austin? Maybe you bring him on because I think he starts in like November or something, right?
I'm so excited for
But I'm
Austin,
proud of
man.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin's going to be really amazing. I'm so excited. I haven't really talked about it in depth with you
Yeah.
because this is a new event that we're doing. So I I've been in the laboratory, just like I
Oh,
was before we started the Future Self. And
right.
so I was like, how can I make the most amazing money event ever?
Yeah.
And I've been working on. I've gone back and read some of those classics,
Mm,
the science of getting rich, Think and Grow Rich. I've gone back and really like gone over like how do I want to create a 3-day container that
yeah.
when people go in, they are going to be completely changed. How can I create an event, something I always wanted to go to because money is magic. When you
Right.
start getting a lot of money in your life, you can attribute it to magic almost every time. All
Mm.
right. And that's the thing that's I wanted to tap into. Can we create an event where everybody in the room is imagining for each other? We're all like lifting each other up, and we're actually the real focus at the end of this is that you become money. It's
Yeah.
more than anything else. You become the money. You because we start from the beginning. I've written out and worked on the meditations, and each of it we've expanded it, so we're starting earlier.
Yeah.
So it's going to be at like 9 a.m. and we have 4 sessions on the first day, 4 on the second, and 3 on the third. So we're doing 11 sessions,
Ooh.
right? We're opening the money eye, and then we're doing the large sums of money blueprint. It's a blueprint, not an affirmation. And I've expanded the affirmation. I've added some additional
Really? The
details
large
that we're
sums of
going to
money
go.
affirmation?
Yeah, we're gonna go into detail about some
Wow.
expansions that we can add to it,
Interesting.
to make it even more. It's a blueprint.
Yeah.
That's what I started to get when I read Science of Growing Rich with Wallace Waddles. He's talking about something Walter Russell talks about in a different way, that everything is this creative substance. The light around us is a creative substance that is in absolute abundance all the time, everywhere. And you're impressing your blueprint upon that creative substance, right? And so the large sums of money is not an affirmation. It's a way of life. It's a blueprint that you create for money that that's what it's like, an indoctrination. People will come through there completely changed, because it's not just about the money, it's about your entire life. If you were making massive amounts of money, it could be devastating to you and it could be absolutely amazing, right?
Yeah.
You might end up working 100 hours in the
Right.
worst job and you're making the
Mm.
money, or you might have to like do something terrible to earn it, so that you
Right.
have living with this guilt, right? Or you might have to abandon your family. And so we're talking about something beyond just making the money, because everybody can manifest money, but can you manifest it in the right way so that it
Mm.
comes to you in perfect ways? Can you think this through so you create a blueprint, so no matter what, you're taken care of, and it just gets better and better and better? And you and I both agree, every single word of that affirmation, of the large sums of money affirmation, has come true in your life,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Every single one,
Absolutely. Yes.
right? I'm happy and grateful,
Yeah.
right? There's no doubt right now I'm more happy and grateful than I've ever been. I'm so happy and grateful for, and so we go through each of those phrases, and we talk about what they mean. I'm so happy and grateful that large sums of money. And that was part of it, is the big transfer is, can I manifest large amounts?
Yeah.
Not just because everybody, when they start manifesting, will get a free cup of coffee. They'll find $1 on the
Mm.
street. And the universe has a sense of humor, and it's very particular,
Yeah.
like a
Oh, I got
judge,
one. I
right?
got one for this. I got one for this. At the
Yeah.
very last event, because
Hmm.
I've been manifesting so much during these events and it's all coming true,
Right.
I literally have everything that I really want, you know? So I started asking, what else should I be manifesting? And and this is while I was doing your meditation. I was like, what should I even ask for? Like, and brand deals came through my head, right? There
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
brand deals, and I was like, oh, all right, so whatever. I'm just gonna start trying to manifest brand deals. So I'm sitting there, I'm giving thanks for the brand deals, but I don't specifically focus on what I want those brand deals to be. So I get out of that meditation. The second I get out of that meditation, Markel comes up to me and he goes, "Hey Kyle, you ever thought about brand deals?" And I was
Yeah.
like, so weird, man. Just happened in this meditation where I was thinking about him. And then he's like, well, I got all these different betting apps. I got Viagra. I'm like,
Via.
I'm
Yeah.
not
No,
going to
maybe
want
not
those.
those. Right.
But that's how
Yeah.
it's like that. You really have to specify.
So, before we go, Javier asked what the rest of the phrase is, and so the phrase that everybody knows now, before we get into the ways we can advance it further, in the event, is, I am so happy and grateful now that large sums of money come to me easily and quickly in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis, in the best interest of all, with the free will of all, that I get to keep, give, spend, and invest joyfully. Every single word of that is a teaching, and each one carries a frequency. Every single word. We break down every single word, right? And they have a unique meaning to the ways you make money. So, going back to the brand deal thing, I want to put this question out for everybody in the community, because I have been offered so many different sponsorships
Right.
and brand deals in my
Yeah.
emails, but
Mm.
I've always been like, it doesn't seem appropriate for my channel, because it doesn't feel appropriate, especially if I was doing a meditation. I'm not going
Right.
to come in with a brand deal or sponsorship in a meditation. And I don't know if I
Mm.
feel like it has to be the perfect product. And
Has to be
if it
perfect.
is, then so I've struggled with this. What did people think? What is their opinion? You know what I mean? I'm not talking about putting an ad in the middle, but we want to
No.
fund this channel because I've never put an ad in the middle. And, you know, that's the suggestion. Oh, if you want to make more, you can start putting ads in the middle. We've gone 8 years. You know,
But
maybe it
I
could
think
happen, you know,
what I'm
if YouTube
saying
made
is
changes,
you
right?
have to do the same thing for almost everything that you've done with the large sums of money. You have to almost come
Right.
out with your own blueprint of exactly how you
Your own
want the
blueprint.
brand deal to be and then
Right.
focus on that. And for me, it would be something that's in direct alignment with heart coherence. And I don't
Right.
even know
In
what
the
that
best
is yet.
interest of all,
Right.
which is part of it. So
Yeah,
you start searching out. Yeah, I can find if there's a brand deal that's in the best interest of all. That I
for
by
sure.
me helping that brand out, then it helps out others. Then it could start to make sense, right?
Yeah.
The blueprint also gives you advice on decisions to make and ways to go.
Mm.
It's guiding you. You may be happy. You might reach a point where you're happy with the income that you're having from one source. Just like, you know, your YouTube channel blows up and suddenly you're making 30,000 a month, right? But then
Right.
you're dependent on the YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
YouTube has you. You know what I mean? Then you're
Yeah.
suddenly nervous. You're watching, seeing, could they change the algorithm? Could they take
Mm.
it away, right? So the beauty of the large sums of money is that you're not dependent on anyone. That you
Yeah.
start to really, because I'm still focused on other ways to start businesses, to make
Mhm.
money, and to help people, right?
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
I do that, even you don't rest on your laurels either.
I love that.
Suddenly, there's an easy way to continue expanding. And then you look back, wow, that wasn't very difficult because I kept on looking.
Yeah.
So when you talk about multiple sources of income, that's also part of it. I start looking for multiple sources. We integrate that into the blueprint, right?
And I've seen that since doing these, at the events that we have, we only focus one session on large
On
sums of
large sums of
money.
money. Right.
And every single, I guess, source of money that has been coming into my life has started to expand.
Right.
And the old me, I would have expansions and then I would get so excited and then it would go back, like
Right.
I would lose it. But now through that affirmation and everything else that we're learning, it feels sustained for the first time. And I'm like, is this too good to be true?
Right.
That's how I feel right now in my life. It's like, this is my new life. This is amazing. And
Yep.
so, trying to just enjoy it
Yeah, and we've also learned how to deal with adversity through this process
for
because
sure.
you will have adversity come up, and it's been a real lesson is that you flow into it, you look
Mm,
forward to it,
yeah,
you know that it's going to work out. We practice what we preach,
we
and
really
that
have.
um, and so the
And
the
it's cool
rest of
to
the
have
event
somebody
we're
else
gonna
too, like yeah.
if people have followed my operators channelings, I've received automatic, because I do it mostly through automatic writing. I did channel for you once, but I'm not the same. Like I'm doing it while I'm riding, like or just letting the words come out in a different way because I have this part of me that starts to judge like what's coming through. You know what I
Got it.
mean?
Yeah.
So then I started doing these operators, and they created meditation where they adjust. They're saying they're going to come through and adjust different elements of your simulation, so we can go and expand the container of your abundance. We can increase synchronicities. We can open up new opportunities. We can tweak these things so that when you walk away, it's like an adjustment has been made to your whole life.
I don't
It's
think
really
I've
amazing.
I don't think we've actually spoke about some of the things that happened at the
No,
last event, and I don't know if it's
yeah,
appropriate to share. I
I
mean,
think we can talk about. Let's talk about it.
yeah,
Let's talk about
so
what happened at the last event
yeah,
because
so
we haven't talked about it.
yeah,
So,
so basically
um,
Brian called in the operators to start, and then he started basically doing this thing that he does where he starts sending energy to people. And my observation of what happened is that at least one woman went into a full-blown Kundalini orgasm, and
yes,
then another woman did too. And then there were multiple
right
people
in
in
a
the room
row.
that were just like having this wild experience. I didn't know what to do. Honestly, I was like, whoa, like, you just start hearing
Yeah,
somebody screaming, And you know, you
Right.
hear about these things at Dr. Joe's event.
Do you remember, like, because I'm on the stage doing that, and then I usually have my eyes closed, and I kind of opened up one eye, and I looked across at you. I looked across
Yeah,
at you,
I
and
know.
I was
I
like,
didn't know
okay,
what to
this is
do.
interesting that this is happening.
I was like next to the camera guys, and I was like, "Do we zoom in on this? Do we not zoom in?" You know.
Right.
But it was real.
So, what we have found in the live events is that there are higher dimensional beings willing to come through. We
Yeah.
create an environment where we openly call upon them, and it's the right environment. It's a very loving, sacred environment where we request their presence as a
Mm,
part of the event, so people feel that something else is going on beyond the words and
yeah.
the experience in that room. And what I felt special about the event that we did in Anaheim is that the night before, you and I did that ceremony, that ritual to
Yeah.
seal the room, so that everybody that was sitting was in our was within my magical circle. Like, it was sealed up. We brought in archangels on each with each direction of the room, and
Yeah.
then we sat we start visualizing uh, these healing presence. I had brought my paintings, which I could because I was local, which almost act like a force field. Did you notice that? Like, they all kind of acted like an
I s-
object that we had pumped
yeah.
energy into, right?
When I closed my eyes during the meditation, it was actually very, very unique, because when I looked up through my third eye to the heavens, I saw all these beings up above and a portal
Right.
over. And I don't even like talking about this stuff because everyone's like,
No, and it
you're
sounds
crazy.
crazy. I get
I'm
you.
talking to you about it because it's what
I
I
can
really
talk to you
saw.
about it.
It's
Right.
what I really
Yeah.
saw. And then the rest of the event, whenever I closed my eyes, there was a face right in my face. Like, it kept looking at me, and it was this being that wanted me to know it was there.
Yeah. A lot
And
of people reported similar situations. The thing I saw was, if I looked up a couple times, I would look up and it felt like the entire universe was
yeah,
staring in at the room we were in. Like, there were just eyes. Like, I could feel the presence of different observers
yes,
all around, every angle, all around, as if they were watching the greatest movie or play and we were just meditating. Like, they could see something else happening behind it.
yeah,
So it was it's really interesting that we've the thing that I've really learned about doing these live events is each one is an exponential expansion. We've really learned how to do them now, how to
mm,
set them up, what's going to happen,
yeah,
how the music plays out, the people in the room. It feels more comfortable, and so the good news is we still have some tickets, some rooms that are available in
mm,
Austin. The thing we want to announce for everybody, just like we did for our Maui event, which turned out to be great. I know this is an event about money, and I know there are people that might be able to go, but it's too difficult to pay for the ticket. And we do not, because this is a money-oriented event, we do not want to exclude you. And we're going to give in your group 5 scholarships and mine 5 scholarships,
let's do it.
as long as the rooms still stay, because because it's getting short. And so, as long as we still have some rooms available that we had set aside, if you are interested in going to the event but are unable to pay for the ticket, and the ticket you can purchase in the description, in the link in my description, I have a link for it. But if you're not able to, then we have so you just, if you can still get the room, then you can come. And then imagine being able to share in that. And all we ask you to do is be that lighthouse. When you go out, you're going to be not only prosperous, but able to provide prosperity for everyone around you, because we become like these prosperity magnets. So
Yeah,
we're putting it out. People around you start succeeding. That's what's really exciting about this. People
dude.
around you start say, if he can do it or she can do it, then they start believing. And there's this tidal wave of change. We're planting seeds. We want to plant as many seeds so when people leave this event, they're going out and they're prospering the world just because of who you are, the energy that starts coming out. That's what's so exciting about what we're doing. I
Yeah,
can't explain it. It's the coolest environment, because it doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter what political party you're part of, or ethnicity, or background, or country, because we have people from every country coming. In that space, everybody's one. Everybody's in the same space. We're all equal. It's all united. It's the coolest thing, because right now everything feels so divided. But in that space, during that time, we're not even thinking about any sort of separation or like judging anybody. Everybody, it's so cool. I'm so excited to see that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And the
We
other
need to see
thing,
more of it.
and the other thing too is you know, since last year, how many events have we done now? Six or my five or six?
Six, I
Yeah,
believe. Yeah.
six. And so like I've actually been able to sit there and supercharge my energy 6 times throughout these events. And it's really put me into being an entirely different being. And we have
Right.
all these different Reality Revolution members that are going to the events and then they're going to multiple events. And we're creating this,
Yes.
like, we're
Yeah.
beaming up, right? And so when you go there, you're going to be in the presence of some very powerful energy just to start with.
Yeah. And everybody in the last event became a certified future self integrator. Every single one. We gave out a certificate to everyone that became a future self integrator, because when you go, it's not just this experience you have, you become something else. You can put on your own events. I saw so many people that I could feel that into their different timeline possibilities,
Mm.
that we were seeing these people were also going to be putting on their own events, writing their own books, teaching their own things, because once you're in that, everybody in there is, it brings you to a different level where all these things become possible. Anything that you want becomes possible, right?
Let's
That's
talk
what's so
about some of
exciting.
like the teachings that you've learned that are going to be incorporated into this because I'm fascinated about
Yeah,
that. Like, what are some of the biggest influences that are going into this?
a
I guess
lot, a
experience.
lot that I haven't completely covered, um,
Oh,
in my
really? So it's
videos.
new
Yeah.
stuff.
If people know or follow the Reality Revolution, if you go
Yeah.
to my playlist, The Prosperity Revolution, all
Hmm.
right, you can see how I've explored this topic in detail. It's doctoral level research on the topic of prosperity. My idea is I want to teach people so that they become prosperous, because that's the ultimate gift you can give somebody, right?
Yeah.
I love you so much. I want you to be rich. So how is it, because experienced it in my life, but it was subtle and changed, how is it that we can use our thoughts, our mind, to become rich with nothing else?
Mm.
Because that's the place I found myself at, where I had nothing else. So I well, we're going to cover Frederick Lerman, who has a book called Prosperity Consciousness on Audible, and a system of creating bank accounts. We're going to talk about making money in the new earth, which is a totally different world. And we're starting to see it. We're seeing a new economy form, a new way of life form, right? A new way of being. And we're entering into that. You're going to be the first ones that are going to start making money in the new earth, and they're not ready for it. They don't understand, right? But we're going to be ready because we see the change ahead of time, and we start imagining together, what will this mean on a global scale? How can we use technologies instead of complain about them? How can we move into different, how can we start businesses, all right, easily and quickly? How can we follow the blueprint? How can we go into the blueprint? So what are ways we can make passive income where money is just being made while we sleep, while we party, while we dream, while we travel? That's what I want. That's what I want to affirm. I want people to get into this vibration where the money is not need to be made by work. That money is made by their magic, by their ideas and thoughts, right? When people start to embrace this, it becomes so exciting. It's become so exciting in my life. And I just desperately want everybody I know to understand that it's not that hard to make money right now. It's not that hard to make good money, meaning that you're not cheating on anybody, you're not ripping anybody off. There's no need for competition, right? That's the biggest thing that Wallace Wattles taught all the way back in 1910 in his book Science of Getting Rich. That if you become part of the competitive mind, it will inevitably destroy you. The way to make money is not to be, to be in the creative mind, where you see somebody else's success as your success, and it starts to build on each other. We've gone too long where we think I get money and you don't. I take it from you. There's this exchange that goes on,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, I definitely have noticed through our events, my beliefs and thought processes have starting to been breaking down and evolving, and it's really helped to see how it's just changed the magic in my life.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. And we're going to integrate what we've been teaching in the future self events into the large sums of money event.
So,
Meaning,
are you able to tell what the sessions are yet, or are they still
yeah, let me pull up the schedule I have. All right.
the big
Um,
reveal right here?
yeah, I wish I could. I wish I was technically smart enough to um, to do it on my screen, but I got to find it in my drive and read it because I've been working on it. Let's see here. So
In the comments, is anybody looking to come while he gets that up? Is there anybody out there that would want to get that scholarship?
yeah, if you do, then you can email the one of the best places is coherencetrainers@gmail.com. Right?
Yeah, I'll type that in right
Coherence
now.
Trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Coherencetrainers@gmail.com or at Chief Executive Prime or at Chief Executive Prime at gmail.com. So we open up with opening the money eye at 9 o'clock, and it will be similar to our pineal gland activation, but we're going to learn how to see money, because you can't, if there's $5 sitting in the middle of the floor, you have to be able to see it to get it. And a lot of people are blind to the money that's all around them. So we have to open up your money eye. You have to see it. So we open up the money eye. Then in our next session, we integrate the large sums of money blueprint. We go over it in detail. Then in the third session after lunch, we do a quantum jump into the large sums of money timeline. We actually shift our reality into that timeline. We see it, we feel it, we experience it. Then we come back and you meet your wealthy future self. All right. You're going to meet the version of you that is the most successful when it comes to money in all the multiverse. Integrate with them. Specific aspects different than what we've done before. Then on Saturday in the morning, which I can't wait for, on that second day, we're going to ride the wave of fortune. It's a teaching that it's one of my favorite teachings. People on the channel know about it, but it's one of the secrets, and it's not about plans or actions. It's what you do in the morning, right? What you do in that first bit when you go in the morning, and we're going to show how to create a wave of fortune. It's one of the coolest things. People are going to experience it at the event. How to propel a wave of fortune, what the physics of it, what the dynamics of it. And then we're going to come back, and which is one of my favorite that I just completed my work on, and we're going to open to the money flow. This is an energetic exercise, understanding how energy moves through you and out. You start to understand that all of it is money, and you start to allow we're going to learn about the nature of flow, which is important because you look at like the Jordan River, right? It flows on two directions. It goes to the Dead Sea and it just sits there and dies and nothing living, right? And then it goes and it flows through the rest of the valley on the other side, and everything living, it's flowing. That's what money is, right? But entering into the large sums of money flow is different. It's opening your energy to larger amounts of energy, because money is energy. And so it'll be a very unique energetic activation. Then we're going to go to lunch. And then when you come back, we're going to do the full breakdown of how to make money in the new earth. People are going to learn how to do it themselves. They're going to start formulating plans and businesses. We're going to figure this out. And then the one I'm so excited for is on Saturday is the Raining Money immersive meditation. Money is a sensory experience. So imagine money raining on you. We have some special things that we're going to come up with to help create this. And then we have on Sunday, we open up with You Are Money, which is the point I mentioned first. We're going to become money. We're going to have a specific session I take you through in both the physics, the teaching, the energy, where you start to understand that you are money. It's something. I have an episode called You Are Money. It's one of my most popular. People understand that. Then when we come back, the operators are going to come through, and we're going to do the money simulation. All right. And we're gonna go into people's money simulation. It's an energetic event, and then on the final session on Sunday, we're gonna imagine for each other as a group. We're gonna put ourselves in this perfect environment where we are the money flowing in the group. We're gonna become one being where we're gonna see each other vastly prosperous. So even if you don't think you're imagining properly, the people around you will, and it's a real lesson on how can we imagine for others. It's the real extension beyond everything. So when we walk away from there, it's going to feel so expanded. I have specific exercises and techniques. I know this sounds like an advertisement, but we want to talk about this because it's so much exciting. We're not advertising. We're talking about this because this is fun. It's like a really exciting thing that we're going to be doing on September 18th to the 20th in Austin at the Austin Hyatt. Man, it's going to be awesome. I really
another perk too is that you get added to a private group everyone that goes, where you just get to continuously talk about these
Yeah.
things and
We need to start doing that
frequency.
before the event from now on.
Okay.
When they get a ticket, I'll start putting a link.
Okay.
Because we
Yeah,
put,
yeah, we can do that.
don't you think, right? Guys, I think people want to be able to communicate as it's going because it's really amazing what we've seen
Yeah.
with these groups that we've started. Each event we've started has their own group. And you and I
Mastermind.
have got to see, right? Like everybody on WhatsApp, they talk with each other, and it lasts much longer. This becomes, you can see friendships forming. It's really amazing, right?
What are we doing in Austin, my man? What are we going to go out and what's the barbecue or what is it?
I have a feeling there's going to be some amazing food in Austin, man. So
Yeah.
if people have suggestions for good food in Austin,
Yeah.
then let us know. All right. And if you guys want to ask a question, we will answer questions like I promised. Sometimes we don't get to that, but we are always doing it. But I was going to ask you, outside of that, let's do a new session. We'll call it I Can't Get Enough Of. All right.
Okay.
Just in your life, what's going on? It doesn't have to be about what we're talking about, right? Just tell me some things you can't get enough of. I'll tell you. I'll start. All right.
Okay.
I can't get enough of my new On Cloud 6 white tennis shoes. They're so comfortable. I love them so much. I can't get enough of my my buttercloth shirt. Oh my gosh, these shirts are like they're threaded with mint. So it feels cool on your skin. I'm so excited about it. I can't get enough of lit RPG audiobooks, these incredible genre of audiobooks that I'm obsessed with, that I listen to while I work out. And it's like people in worlds that their reality suddenly turns into a game. And it's like they're playing the game. It's like there's a whole genre of literature out there that I can't get enough of. Reacher, episode 4. I told you to watch Reacher. The new season of Reacher is out and it's absolutely fantastic. All right, what can't you get enough of?
Man, I can't get enough of all this future self stuff, but specifically, I can't get enough of building out this new studio. It's been really exciting to start. You know, I just moved into
The
my new
camera
house.
is looking good. This
It's
is
looking
the
better, right?
FX30,
It's
right?
not, I'm still working on it, but I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of setting it
So
up.
you got your iris is set at f2.8, right?
Yeah.
All right, see, I can tell.
Yeah,
Right?
you can't get enough of learning the photography game. I can't get enough of this new house. I'm just so blessed to be in this new place and just building it out. I love it. It's just so
Mhm.
amazing. I can't get enough of CrossFit because my future self is
Right.
going to be jacked. I can't get enough of going and swinging like a monkey, doing pull-ups all day, push-ups, squats, box jumps, whatever. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah,
Make me run more. I'll run more. I love it. I feel like a
yeah.
Navy SEAL. Let's go. Can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of playing soccer with my boys at the field right next door. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm 15 years old again, you know, just like, and they really believe that they're like Erling Haaland and Ronaldo and Messi and all these people. And so do I. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be them too. And I can't get enough of doing all these crazy moves and headbutting the ball into the net. Can't get
You
enough
would have
of
been a
practicing
beast.
Harkle
You would have
here.
been a beast.
Oh, dude, I was a beast. I played varsity my freshman year. Well,
Soccer
I did. I was
American
soccer.
football or what's that?
Yeah, yeah.
You played
Ameri-
varsity?
I was mostly JV, but
Okay.
a couple games. I was like just a
Yeah.
bruiser.
He's a bruiser.
I was a bruiser. I was the stopper. But
Right.
basketball was my jam.
Yeah. I
What
can
else can't
imagine.
you
If
get
anybody
enough of?
doesn't know, is that Kyle's a giant. When you meet him, you're just like, you have.
I am. I'm
You're looking
6'6".
6'6". So
And-
you can play swing. You can move to guard if you want.
Yeah.
Right? You can also go in as a forward if you got some muscle, right?
I'm
You probably
6'6"
can-
and growing.
and growing, right?
That's right. I feel that.
Yeah, absolutely. So can't get enough of. Put it in the comments. I
Yeah,
love
what
it.
can't you get
share,
enough of?
Share with us. I can't get enough of. All right. It's a fun thing to do when you just take a moment and say I can't get enough of. You know what I mean?
Whew.
And it doesn't matter what it is. Can't get enough of. Right?
Fun.
I
Fun.
love that.
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
So we've had some really amazing interviews lately. I know
Yes,
that you
sir.
had some really killer interviews. Tell me, who have you talked to lately?
Well, attorney Daniel Sheehan, he is the attorney
Yeah.
responsible for the UFO bill that's before Congress. And that information is mind-blowing. I'm not going to say too much because he's going to be coming on your channel.
Yeah.
But
I can't
the
wait to talk
big
to
thing
you.
for me is I just interviewed Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton, Vivian Chavez, all these different people that are going to be released as part of my 21-day heart coherence
So
challenge.
tell us all about the Heart Coherence Challenge. It
Yeah,
starts next
I
week,
can't
right?
get enough of preparing for this heart coherence challenge because I've invited my best friends in the world who are the biggest heart-centered leaders to come and celebrate the heart by being interviewed by me, by guiding meditations, and it's 21 days that are lit. I mean, Darius Wright's going to be in it. There's a channel panel with all these amazing channels. It's 21 days of fully loaded guests, and Brian's going to be doing the kickoff meditation, which is
Next Saturday, right?
yeah, it's actually a tradition at this point. It's
Right.
we've been doing that for a long
At 2
time now.
o'clock
Yeah.
Pacific next Saturday, we kick off the 21-day Heart Coherence Challenge.
That's right.
We're going to do a meditation, and it's going to be amazing, right?
Yeah, so if you want to join, go to heartcoherencecollaborative.com/challenge, and that way you'll get the heart coherence meditation sent to your inbox every single day,
Fantastic, man.
and it's free.
So you've been doing this for how long? How many years have you done your Heart Coherence Challenge?
It's about 10 years now, and it started with just me and 5 of my friends, where I was trying. I learned about heart coherence in regards to how it helps your anxiety. You can go from fearful to grateful. But the thing that actually hooked me on heart coherence is the elevated emotion part. If you can live in this place of elevated emotions, it's the law of attraction, but much more. Like, you attract what you are. So when you're grateful,
Right.
you get more reasons to be grateful. And so I wanted to change my state into embodying that. So I convinced my friends, I was like, I'm going to send you one every day for 21 days. And so I went online and I started searching all the heart coherence meditations, and I saw Brian Scott, and Ken Pataki and all these legends. And so I compiled them into a playlist and I just sent them to my friends. And it was cool. We started noticing an energy in our group that we didn't experience before, And so at the end of that, we wanted to do another one, and it became like more people. And then after that, it became like 500 people, and then 5,000 people, and then 50,000 people. And so I think this year it's going to be pretty cool. And honestly, if you're listening, it's like celebrating the heart. It's really, it's a portal to the new earth. 21 days of heart coherence.
21 days of Heart Coherence.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, since you started, have you ever spent a day when you didn't go into coherence? Because once you go into coherence for 21 days, you find yourself going into coherence forever. It doesn't, I mean, I was just talking to my son Hayden about it. I was like, because he's going to be on a submarine. And I was like, you're going to learn how to do coherence. This is going to be your secret weapon for any situation you're in, right? It's the secret weapon for everybody, right?
Yeah. I every day, twice a day, I do Tony Robbins priming, where it's like you do the breath of fire, and then he takes you so I pretty much do it every day. I interviewed Greg Braden the other day, and it actually caused a tear in my eye when he said to me that when he learned heart coherence like 20 years ago, he has not taken a day off since. And I was like, that is a heart-centered leader. He's the man, and it explains so much of why he is where he is,
Right. Absolutely. It's not hard. It's so genius.
So
it absolutely
simple.
switches your nervous system. It actually increases the electromagnetic frequency of your heart into a wider area. When you do coherence, the field around you, scientifically proven, is larger, right? It's the secret to everything.
Yeah. You've heard the simple equation for manifesting, like a clear intention plus an elevated emotion. Have you heard of that? Yeah.
Of course.
And so this is half that equation, where it's just you're elevating your emotion. How do you elevate your emotion? You put yourself in a peak state, you become grateful. Those are elevated emotions. And so when you do this, whatever is in your little manifestation bubble is just going to show up.
What is amazing is that we've integrated and anchored the future self into the heart, right?
Yeah.
So now what we've done after people go to our events is they are learning, I can connect to my future self by going into coherence. That's all they got to do. Go into coherence, and then suddenly they have a voice within them that's guiding them. They feel like, oh, everything's gonna be okay. I feel like I know what to do now.
This future self plus heart coherence is genuinely so powerful. I'm transforming my life so fast that if this was one of the normal events where it's not focused on money, I would have to take some of the meditations off because I'm just jumping too fast. It's so. I
Well,
mean, I wouldn't take it off. It's
I don't think it's
amazing, and
ever
I
too
love it.
much. Yeah.
I can't get enough of
Yeah.
it. But you know what I mean? It's like that's how rapid this transformation is.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we're going to be coming to the UK. We may come within a couple of years to the UK. We're learning the logistics and we get better with every when we finally go international,
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
want to make it right. So
Yeah.
we're working on it. We're thinking it.
2028. Do we want to give a little
Yeah.
preview of where we're heading?
Yeah, yeah. So where we got you know a little bit better about the
Yeah,
dates right
so
now.
it's
So
Nashville in January, which is
Nashville
cool.
in
We're
January.
gonna do some of that, grand old Opry vibe,
Yeah.
in
It's in
downtown.
a great hotel that
Yeah,
I went to for
yep. And then we're gonna go to Florida.
we're going to Florida.
So we've been asked to go to Florida, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then I believe we're trying to lock in Mount Shasta right now,
Mount Shasta.
which is gonna be amazing. Then
Right.
back to Cali, San Diego again, and we're gonna go to Sedona again.
and then
we-
Colorado?
Oh, Colorado too. Colorado was in there as well.
Right.
Yeah. So yep. That's the schedule. And if we
got
can
Florida,
put another event in, we will.
Colorado, Mount Shasta, Sedona,
That's all of them.
and Chula Vista.
Chula Vista.
All right, it's going to be amazing.
Chula
So,
Vista, baby.
right. So we've made it. Like I said to Kyle, like I could do this forever. I'm just going to do it forever.
You
I
are
don't
gonna
see
do it
ever a
forever.
time when I would not be doing it unless I couldn't. Right. So just if you miss one event, just know we're going to have another. We're going to do
Yeah.
it. Right. Somebody said where in Colorado? It's in Aurora at the Gaylord. Right.
Yeah. Right.
We're
Right near Denver.
So that's for sure too. So we have the date on that, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Aurora?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
okay, good.
Well, basically, we're just because
Doing the
my
negotiating part.
because my future self is a master negotiator. I'm really going hard
Yeah.
this time.
But
Dude, I'll
it's-
tell you what, we're gonna be staying in the best room they have on that site.
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
It doesn't matter.
I'm
I
just kidding.
I can't wait. I'm excited because that's kind of like my hometown I grew up in. I mean,
Yeah.
it's about an hour from where I was born in Cheyenne, and I'm a big Bronco fan. Colorado's where I lived for a long time, right there.
Dude,
So,
I didn't even tell you. Guess
What's
what I did the other day?
what did you do the other day?
Snuck off to Patriots training camp with my two boys.
You went to the training camp. I've been to the Broncos training camp, sitting on the hill. So do they have like stands or bleachers that you
Dude,
go to? Or
Out of the last decade, they said that
Yeah.
this was the busiest day they'd ever had because the Eagles were there and AJ Brown is here,
Oh,
and so
right.
that whole crowd came, and the
Right.
whole anywhere in the seating was full. So then there's a ramp at the actual Gillette that you could overlook the practice field, and that was full. So then you could go in the stadium and watch on a big screen, and that was pretty much full. So Patriots Nation's getting rowdy, and I'll tell you what, man, Drake May and AJ Brown look good. They look good.
All I'm saying is Bo Nix and Jalen Waddle.
Bo
look
Nix,
good,
yeah.
man. I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know, man.
I know it's hard to accept the Bo Nix dynasty that's about to come. All right, my
Can't.
brother, but it's true. All right, he scores a touchdown on his first drive against Green Bay last night in the
He
preseason
did?
game. It was beautiful. Yeah,
He's looking
He's
good.
he looked great. Yeah, I didn't need to see anything more.
Was it Bo Nix to Waddle?
Bo Nix had a 45-yard pass to Waddle, 15 of which came running in open territory because he's so quick twitch.
So the ankles
And then a
looking
great,
good.
and then a great, like 25-yard pass for a touchdown, right? Which is
Okay.
fantastic. All right.
Okay.
More. They have Jonah Coleman, who's this amazing running back from Washington.
Oh shit.
And what's
Oh,
that?
Oh no, I think the Patriots are playing right now. I just
Oh,
realized.
yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, I
no,
get it,
no,
I
I'm good. I'm
understand.
good. I
It's
just know they're gonna
preseason,
get
so you know what I mean. Even I
Yeah.
mean, my Broncos still lost when the everybody else came in, but I'm excited. You never can. Yeah, this is the best time of year for football fan for your team because they haven't played yet,
Yeah,
right?
right.
You've experienced too much success with the Patriots, and
I was there though.
I'm saying
I was there.
it can be hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
Once
there
they
in the
start
dark
to
days.
lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, Kyle and I both love watching football. So, and we both have two teams that play each other and are competing in the same conference. and
One
so it makes it
typically
interesting.
wins, and it's usually the Patriots. But
Yeah, but the Broncos have pretty close to the same number of Super Bowls they've been to. As a
oh,
Patriots.
interesting. Yeah.
Like 7, I think, or 6. So you've been to 7?
Yeah.
Eh,
We've
7 Super
won
Bowls?
We've won 6.
1-6. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? But, and we might even do an event in Boston, right? Is that still in the
I
field of
absolutely would love
possibilities?
to come to Boston because there's so many people out here that are into this stuff. And my friends, I want to get my whole
Right.
friends there. I want to get my family there. I'll go door knocking, man.
And
I'll
then
be like, right down the
we're also
road.
looking into in 2028 doing a cruise, right? The cruise is something that
Cruise.
we'd be excited about,
We're going
right?
cruise Mexico. 20,
Right.
2028
And
is
in
going to
the
be our,
UK
yeah,
is happening at some point. All right. What's the
2028, I
best time to
think.
go to the UK?
Yeah,
That's what I want to know. Right.
2028, we really take it to another level.
Yeah, yeah, that's our plan. And eventually, we're gonna go to every single important place in the world that we want to go to. We're gonna
Egypt. I want to go to the
Is
pyramids.
gonna
Yeah.
go to Egypt, right?
Hmm.
We're gonna definitely go to Egypt. We're gonna go to Australia. That's on my list. New Zealand's on the list.
Yeah, man.
France is on the list. Amsterdam's on the list. I've had people ask me from all of those places. Norway is on the list.
Oh, I would
Switzerland's
love to
on the
go to
list.
Norway.
We could do like a European tour, where we
Yes.
just like do a one night and like go like a rock band and go
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the different towns through Europe on a daily.
I would love to go over there, man.
Right.
It's such a blessing to be able to see the world, you know?
What's really amazing is the people we have from around the world that come to the events. That's what I've been
Yeah,
really excited about. We've had everywhere you can imagine. You know.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people from Australia, Europe, Canada. We're definitely gonna
Yeah.
have to go to Canada.
Yeah, Canada's on the list. It's so you guys understand what we're going through because we have so many different places that want us to go. So,
Yeah, yeah,
but right now you can still get tickets for Sedona,
yeah.
and you can still get, and that's in November, and you can get tickets for Austin in September 18th through the 20th. So,
Oh yeah, the
yeah,
other thing too that I wanted to mention is that we do all these interviews at the Heart Coherence Collaborative. Like, so Brian had Darius Wright on. We're having Darius on this week, and the way we have it set up is that you actually can come ask a question if you're part of our school community. So, if that's something you're interested in, we also practice heart coherence every day as a community, and also people in the community can sign up to teach, and not just heart coherence, but anything that you are excited to teach, yoga, music, anything. And we try to really get people to step into that power. And then when you really rock and roll, then you can actually go on my YouTube channel and guide something live. We have 5 people right now on my YouTube channel that guide heart coherence every week.
right.
Yeah.
And we have that right now in my group on school.com/reality revolution. We have something similar, but we're not focusing on the heart coherence. We do group weekly group sessions
Yeah.
every Wednesday. We have a mastermind that we do. We have some people in the group that are teaching the master key, which I'd
Mm.
started a teaching on an episode, and every week they do the master key practice, which is
Yeah.
these 24. They're incredible. These 24 different sessions. We have a healing circle. We have a
Oh,
group
really?
where, yeah, it's amazing, and we have where people come together. We have a networking event that has people love to where people can network in the group, and you guys are a part of the family. So a lot of people are in both groups, and so it's kind of
It is,
exciting.
man. It's so cool to
Yeah.
see the cross. Oh, and the one thing we didn't actually mention that's probably worth mentioning because it's going to sell out soon is Sedona. Sedona
Yeah,
is
Sedona
is
is about
going
to
to be
sell out.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I before we did our retreat last year in Maine at the Golden Heart, I ran my first retreat, and I actually had 2 retreats last year, and a lot of the people that went to those retreats are going to be coming to Sedona. So it's like a HCC reunion.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
We
it's
got them
right
to
in Bell
expand.
Rock. It's
We
right in
got
Bell
them
Rock.
to extend the number of rooms available because it had
Yeah,
sold out the
yeah,
block.
yeah,
We got
right.
them to extend it, so there's a little bit more left. And this is in the peak season in Sedona to get a hotel room, right? So
Dude,
this discount's great.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
No,
But
I'm super excited. So
yeah,
we also had a discussion in the WhatsApp group for people that are also going. There's probably a few. We're working together so that you can get a bus from Phoenix to come to the event. I'm driving, but I know that people are starting to work together, and maybe we need to set up a WhatsApp or a great place where people that are going to the event, so they can work together. Because that's the only thing about
Yeah.
Sedona that is kind of
No, that's
annoying is
great.
like how they get from the Phoenix airport to Sedona, because that's probably the best way. The other airport's a little bit more pricey. That's always
Right.
been right. So
Oh,
um,
oh. So there is
the
an
date
airport that
that
flies
somebody
right
asked
in.
what the date is in Sedona, it's November 20th through the 22nd at the
Yes.
Bell Rock in at the Vortex at Bell Rock Hilton. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Sedona's a really special place. And
right. Um, we're going to go to all the special places. So
yeah.
we're creating a grid.
Yeah.
You notice the places we don't know why we're going. It's like we're creating a grid around the planet, and every time we set our like this is the new Earth is here now, and then when we leave, it stays new Earth like that
Yeah.
area. We're setting it. That's what it feels like to me,
I'm with you, man. It's
right?
definitely changing my life
So
and
we'll
those
do
around
an
me.
event in the North Pole just to set the grid. If we have to,
Yeah.
then that's what we'll do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because at some point we'll just be able to tune in and know where we have to go, you know? And
Right.
so I know we've done an event that we thought was intentional, not somewhere we'd normally go,
Yeah, like we afterward we were like, why did we come here again? And
but
then
we
it
knew,
totally
yeah,
made sense,
places
right?
change forever, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I'm excited about that, and I invite other people that are writers. That's the thing. There's people that follow us are writers and creators, also on YouTube. They're, you know what? If you're thinking about doing an event, do it.
Yeah.
Create it, and if you're, it's not about you doing an event, but if you're thinking about getting together with other people and meditating together in a group, do it. This is the time of collaboration. If you're watching the news by yourself, it can seem like the world's coming to an end or everything seems impossible. But if you're getting together in groups and thinking incoherent in groups, if you're finding that you can get together in a group and become coherent in a group, everything changes and everything becomes possible. I think there's going to be corporations in the next couple of years, and you'll find out like they were all coherent. They were all like practicing coherence on a regular basis, and they
Oh
come out
yeah.
with some amazing new product or some new revelation or
Mm,
new discovery. And you're going to find out, oh, we had this daily practice where we were just going into coherence at the beginning of work. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
bet you that's something that's is going to
Oh yeah.
happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It seems like the grid, the grid is being laid for the new earth, and the more you practice stuff like that in a group right now, it's almost like you're receiving even more upgrades than you would have even a few years ago.
Right. And
Yeah.
so that's the thing that you and I are talking about with a lot of these interviews that
Yeah.
keeps on coming up. And now you have to ask about it every
Right.
time, even if you've already talked to them about it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening right now? What do you see happening in the future? You're starting to see everybody's reporting back. We're just reporters, just like on TV, like news reporters. And these people we're talking to are reporting, yeah,
Yeah.
this channel being said that. I'm seeing this in the physics, I'm seeing it in the science. The world is changing. I know if you sit and watch the news, that it doesn't appear that it's regressing. It's not true.
Right.
Behind the scenes, something amazing is happening right now. We
Yeah.
are entering to the new earth. So
I'm
if you
I'm
can turn
excited
off,
for you to interview Robert Edward Grant.
that's going to be amazing. I have
Yeah.
that scheduled where we're going to talk.
He has a
Um,
lot. He has his hands on a lot of different amazing places. So I'm fascinated to see your conversation with him.
yeah,
And
oh, that's going to be amazing. I'm excited.
yeah.
Yeah, I've honestly told people don't know this. Like I've said to you, like I don't really like doing the interviews, man. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I do so much of my own content, and it's
Mm,
easier for me to focus on that. But some people really like the interviews, and sometimes those interviews change me. So I
mm.
found like even I'll talk to someone and I'm find myself changed. Like it taught me something I needed to know later that
Yeah.
and then people because in the old days I was doing those interviews on like a webcam in my
Mm.
house and it kind of was like shabby like 720 coming
Right.
through. You know what I mean? But now I really feel like it's changed the channel. I've met some amazing people doing the interviews with your help because you've been helping me get these interviews, and so I appreciate that, brother. I
Of course,
appreciate because
man.
I don't have the time to go out and search for the interviews sometimes, and you'll send them my way, and so that's been very helpful. You know what I'm saying?
Love hunting. Call it going fishing, man.
Going fishing, right?
Big
So if
game
anybody
fishing.
if anybody has somebody they think we should interview,
Yeah.
put it in the comments. If you have an idea, there's that you brought people I didn't even know about that ended up being absolutely amazing. And so we think I have my little world of
That's
what
right.
I see, but we don't. So
Well, now I'm expanding into your world, which is cool. I have a bunch of people from the Y Files that got back to me this week that are going to be coming
all right.
on. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
one of my
uh,
favorite channels.
yeah,
There's and you know, it's going to be interesting because uh, I have some people I coach that I'd like to interview, but they're like too big to interview. Like you know what I'm saying? I'd
yeah.
like to eventually be able to say, "Oh, I'm coaching this person." You know what I mean?
Ah,
It's interesting. I feel like we're gonna have some really big interviews coming up with some really
yeah.
cool people out there. Nobody I ever thought they would actually get a chance to interview. I feel like that we're gonna enter a different era. We're gonna have some really amazing people coming, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I think the reason for that is because of the network that we're creating. We've kind of like merged our fields, and we have all these people around us that are merging their fields, and
Right.
the degrees of separation are less. And when you're really actually trying to help people and you're coming from the heart, why wouldn't these people want to come on? Why not?
Yeah.
Why? Like
Um, somebody, Rebecca says, Matthias De Stefano, I've already told you.
I
Anytime, my
reached out to
brother.
him recently. They said something that this year he was taking a sabbatical from
All right. Well,
interviews.
if he does, just let me know.
I had a chance to have him on, and if anybody's interested, that's one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. So,
David Geeham, somebody said. I don't know.
David Guillaume.
David Geeham, yeah.
Okay.
I don't. All right, we'll look into it.
Yeah.
Anybody else that we don't know about? You guys have a suggestion that we should interview? Yeah. But if you do, then let us know because we're always looking out. We have people on our wish list, of course, that we've never had a chance at, but we tried, right?
Yeah. There's somebody that I just recently, I think I got connected to.
You know who I really want to interview, brother? Can you help me? Can you help me? Phil Jackson.
Okay.
I want to talk to him, and I would not. I would barely talk about basketball if you told him that. I
Okay.
might mention that I was a huge Lakers and Kobe fan, and and I was also a Bulls fan. But I
How
was
can you
also,
interview him though and not be like, "Hey, tell me what MJ was like"?
because he taught meditation. He was
He
like the
did,
only
right?
real coach that he taught meditation, and so I want to talk to him about meditation, and maybe he could talk to me. You know what I mean? It would be so cool if we could get Phil Jackson. All right,
Yeah.
Tony Robbins been on the list. We got to put Tony Robbins there because
I would
maybe
love
someday.
I would love similar to Phil
Joe
Jackson.
Dispenza.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joe
I would
Dispenza,
love to
Erling
talk to Joe.
Haaland, who's like the best soccer player. Whenever he
Yes.
scores a goal, he does this meditation pose. Like he gets,
Yeah.
I'm too big for you to see it, but my sons do that when they score a goal, and it's been such a huge influence on them to see this sports star that is in this meditation pose. And so I would love to interview him, and I'm just throwing that out there
Yeah.
in case
Throw
anybody
it out there.
happens to know him.
You right. Reach out there. Right. I get
Yeah,
that. You know.
yeah.
So, there's I saw this really amazing actress that's on in a new series. She's amazing, and I was reading an interview from her, and she's like, "What do you do in the morning?" They were like, "What do you do?" I look for guided meditations on YouTube to expand my imagination, and I was like,
Woo.
if she
Wow.
searched imagination and guided meditation,
Hey,
there's a
you
chance.
you want to hear something
There's a
crazy, dude?
chance she did my meditation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I was gonna say this, but yeah,
What's
no, I
something
I
crazy?
was at the yesterday. I usually go back to North Attleboro like an hour from here to get my hair cut because it's this place that I love.
An hour for an haircut.
Well, I used to live there and now I live
Oh,
here. And
okay.
so like for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
past month I've drove back, but I was like, I can't keep driving back. So I'm gonna go check out this new place right next to my house. And I go in there and it's all these guys, they're Spanish, they're all tatted up, and they're just speaking Spanish. And
Right.
I'm just sitting there and I'm like observing. And they got the Spanish music going, and I'm kind of like vibing. And I look and there's a kid who's about to cut hair next to me, and I'm reading his book, and it's like it's in Spanish. And then I see the author, and it was Joe Dispenza. And I was
Oh yeah.
like, yeah. And so I ended up having an hour-long conversation about stuff. And one of the things that was he said that Conor McGregor mentioned the book Becoming Supernatural in an interview which makes me think that there's a chance that some of these guys are in on your stuff, because why not? I mean, you're kind of
No, it's
bringing the
always been a
new
cool
age.
thought. Like that, like
Yeah.
maybe at some point somebody told The Rock, you know, you got to try this the heart
Yeah.
coherence meditation or
If you're
something,
out there and you're listening and you happen to be someone like that, let us know, you know?
right? One of the coolest things I ever did, I think she's okay with it because she announced it on her Instagram, was that I created a specific guided meditation for Leanne Rhymes because she had brought me on
Nice.
her podcast and she asked, and so we met, and then I made one for her with the music and like talking to her, and so she would sit, I think she would sit in like her tank, and then listen to that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like I've seen her totally blow up. She got a new series. She's been traveling the world. It's
Wow.
kind of cool to watch. Um,
Yeah.
and I would, it's just it's a cool thing, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not name dropping. I'm just, we don't
I'm
do
not
that.
name
I'm just
dropping, but
name.
I'm kind of name dropping.
I'm not name dropping, but I just dropped the name,
Here's a couple
man.
names for you. Yeah.
So, but um, some Spring Morning Star says love Boston. I lived there for a time.
Hey, let's go. Oh,
Yeah.
someone says Kyle's
My
haircut
aunt
looking
lives in
fresh.
Attleboro, living
Whoa.
authentically with
Who said she
Diane
lives in
Davison.
Attleboro? No
Oh,
way.
Dana.
Attleboro is born. That's my hood where I grew up.
Yeah. Mi corazón, Alf says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Attleboro, why? I spent my whole life there, pretty much in the basketball court,
Really?
balling it up. Yeah, that
They
was
got a solid Y right there?
my mom
Yeah.
has been the admin there for like 60 years, 50 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, longest tenured employee. Yeah,
She's still the admin there at the Y in
yeah.
Attleboro?
She's been there forever. Yeah.
Right.
So, but she holds it down. You know, she
What I'm impressed by is that I don't hear the really harsh Boston
wicked
accent
hot.
with you.
Dude, it's
Wicked
weird.
had.
I don't know when I got rid of it because I did have it when I went out
You
to
became
school.
aware of it?
When I went out to school in Hawaii, everybody called me Boston and they'd make fun of me. They'd be like, ah, wicked hard. But I think I kind of, I kind of got rid of it after that. I don't know when, but yeah.
So somebody said Gaia Chiniha Soul 33. All right. Interview Gaia Chiniha Soul 33. All right. We'll
Okay.
put it on the list. We'll
Hey,
check it out.
email coherencetrainers@gmail.com with any suggestions. It's one of my
Eh,
favorite things in the world. Actually, like 2 years ago, I just emailed my collaborative, the email list that I have, and I just said, send your recommendations. And I just went on tour interviewing all the people that were recommended. And
Right.
some of those people are
We
my best friends today.
One of the interesting things is it's been really hard and I feel bad because a lot of people will email me to be on my channel and I love you all. But
Yeah.
sometimes like even when you email me, I miss it. Like I get so many emails.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now the AI can kind of organize it for me. And when like the new Google kind of gives you a summary of what you've got. And I've thought about getting like an assistant or something to go through my
Yeah. Well, you
emails.
forward them all to
You know
me
what I
and
mean?
I screen them out. So it's kind of my fault if anyone's
Right.
asking.
No,
But,
no, but that what I'm saying is that I'd love to.
yeah.
Sometimes some of those interviews I took a chance on for
Yeah.
somebody that looked like
Oh,
just started out of the blue, and
yeah.
and they had written a really interesting book or had a cool
Mm,
experience, ended
right.
up being. They ended up blowing up later. Like I had talked to them, and suddenly like I check on them like 6 months
Yeah,
later,
right, right,
and they're
right,
like
right.
big time, right? I
Yeah,
love that.
your barometer for picking someone can't
It's
be
hard
are they
to pick.
famous or not. You really have to
No,
dig
it
into the
can't be like what their
consciousness.
numbers are. No,
And
it's the
and
idea behind what they're talking
we're
about.
gonna do this thing on the Heart Coherence Collaborative. It was actually one of my group members' ideas to interview somebody, like have like one segment a month be focused on like a new up and coming person
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
think is gonna be awesome.
I'd love to just talk to everybody. If I could just get an
Yeah,
hour where I could talk to everybody and then I could
yeah,
throw it out there, it'd be fun. Like,
yeah, yeah,
because it's the coolest thing. Sometimes you don't sit back and think about it, but for my job, I get to sit and talk to these amazing people that you probably would not normally got a chance to talk to.
yeah,
Channelers, psychics,
yeah.
writers, amazing shamans. It's such a cool thing that I get a chance to talk to these people and ask them questions. I'm super grateful about just the fact that um, what was your first exciting interview where you were like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I got this, I finally, and it was like at the beginning where you were like, oh man, I really finally got this big interview. What was that?
You know who was really cool? It was so I was doing the heart coherence challenges, right? And
Right.
it was like really small at the time. And so I was reaching out to different guests. You know, I think I had you on,
You
but
got Sue Morter too. You got to put her on the list. So Sue
she
Morter.
just interviewed me on her channel.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Um,
All right.
and the biggest one was actually for me, Krishna Das. I don't know if you know him, but I got him to open up and play live music, and he
Oh
studied
yeah.
under Neem Karoli Baba. And so he was Ram Dass, it was Ram Das, Krishna Das, and Neem Karoli Baba.
Right.
And so he came and he opened up and just played music. And then we interviewed him, and his story was just, I was like, this guy is so amazing. And that one was my first real big, like, okay, cool. And then Greg Braden, of course, was just like, you know, he's the man in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, early on my channel, the one I got super excited about was Frederick Dotson because I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan. But and
Yeah.
I was so it turns out that when Frederick chose to interview me because I was pretty small, he had like an alternate person join my Facebook group and watch me. And I later realized that it was him just kind of like monitoring and seeing how we hung out like
Yeah.
and then he gave me a chance. But I was so nervous for it. And then Cynthia Sue Larson, my first interview with her, I was really excited because that had really influenced me on my journey, the quantum
Yeah.
jumping she teaches. And
Yeah.
I just talked so much. I was so
Oh, would
excited to
you
talk
email
to
her
her.
again? I
Oh,
mean,
I,
would
I
you?
had another interview
Oh,
after that
because
was
I'm
much
emailing her
cooler.
right now. She's gonna come on my channel. So
Oh yeah, she's amazing. She's
yeah.
the one that really found the physics behind quantum jumping and is the basis for my quantum jumping
Ooh, okay,
meditations. All
okay.
right, she has guided me for the fire breath and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She's like big about energy and explains what's happening in the physics of the quantum jumps, which really helped me. And the quantum jump we do in Austin is going to be based on what she taught. But in that one, I was so because I'd read all of her work and it
Yeah.
was somebody that had because I was early on. It's like I had quantum jumped into other realities and how who do you talk to about this?
Right.
I was finally getting a chance to talk to somebody else that really knew what I had experienced, and I couldn't stop talking. And it was so embarrassing when I watched the interview afterwards. I was like, that was the first time I realized, man, sometimes you just need to shut up, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I have not been nervous for an interview in a while, and I was supposed to interview Darius Wright this week, and I was sitting there before he actually
Getting a little
rescheduled. But
nervous.
I was sitting there before the interview, and I was feeling this sort of energy. It wasn't, I don't know if it was nervousness or what, but it was like something big is gonna happen here.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
got that feeling from somebody said Barbara Handclough. So, and I was going to tell you,
Yeah,
Barbara
she's
Handclough.
definally
You
legit,
got to
and
put it.
I've tried to reach out to her, but I'll
I
make that
keep
happen.
trying, man,
I'll
and
keep
I'm
trying.
ready. Yeah, um,
Let me
because
write
she's
these down.
awesome. Um,
You know
and,
her?
and so I think when we'll talk after, I think somebody I know that knows her.
Okay, got
I
it.
don't
Got
know.
it. Got
Maybe
it.
we'll see. I got to look into it, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but and so it's been interesting. I definitely there's some people out there that I would interview that I don't know. Like I might be a little nervous, to talk to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
But it's after doing 150 interviews, I think I'm a little bit better now than I was, right?
Dude, you're
But then
doing
suddenly
awesome, man.
sometimes you realize, oh, this is much bigger than I thought.
Talk about
I've
a
had some where I didn't know who this person was. You had sent them to me, and then
yeah.
like, oh, this is so much bigger than I didn't realize. I should be nervous right now.
Oh, it is funny, man, because I'll send you a message and I'll be like, oh, you know, this person said they'll come on, and I can tell you don't know who they are, and I'm like,
Right?
you'll know soon.
You'll know.
Darius, for example,
Yes.
he's a strong,
People,
strong being.
the interview that we had on Thursday, I've released the Darius interview. One of the most interesting interviews I've ever had, and
Yeah.
certainly one of the most popular. We've had more views on that than any video I've ever had in the first few days. It's a massive, and so I was really excited for that, and
Breaking
I
records,
love that.
man. Breaking
But
records.
what I found most interesting about Darius is that he's a fairly new phenomenon. He
He's
really only
somebody that
started
came up
talking about this
overnight.
in like 23. And even like my first question, I assumed since he was so huge that he had been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So like, tell me about like how he goes, it's 23. So I was like, whoa, I didn't know that he had gone through this. You know what I mean? Um,
I got some people out there that I just kind of set out on a little mission, but they're kind of now they're part of the hunting squad, and they keep a pulse on who all those new rising stars are. So we're now
right.
getting hot off the press recommendations that I'm gonna start to
If
be
you've written a
implementing.
book, if you've
Yeah.
written a book,
Mhm.
then send if you're have that, we're always interested in that. That's a good place to start. If you have a
Yeah.
YouTube channel and you've been
Yeah.
you're talking about something in particular, then reach out. Because what's really fun about this, also on the other side of it, is sometimes when we do an interview,
Yeah.
we can really help somebody else out, and people learn about who they are, and then
Right.
it helps their channel or their book. And that's what's also fun about these interviews is that we can help get people to become more aware of this person, right? Some
You
of
want
these
to know a
people.
fun fact? So,
Yeah.
like, even with Darius or anybody that, no matter how big they are, I won't do any research beforehand because I want to meet that person like I'm meeting them brand new in the street and I know nothing about them. Because when I know too much about them, it just steers the conversation, you know?
Well, I love to read everything about them. I
I
become,
know. So that's
I'm a super researcher. I'm the opposite, you know what I
so
mean?
we get both sides
Because
of the
there's
interview.
always something in their books or some obscure video that they'll mention that,
Yeah.
that I can talk to them about.
Right, right,
That's
right.
been my favorite is if I read their book. If I've read their book, then I know it's going to be a good interview. That's always
Yeah.
my favorite if I've read their books,
Yeah.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Dr. Sue was a great interview because I had read her book.
right. Um,
You have not had Dr. Sue on yet?
I haven't had Dr. Sue on.
Oh, yeah, she'll
Mortimer?
be on. I actually told her that
Dr.
you're
Sue
Mortar.
I don't think so. No, I
I
have
told
not
her
had
you're
her
gonna
on.
go on her podcast too. So
All right, yeah, bring it on. I'm ready
yeah,
to go.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Kyle is officially my publicist. That's what it is. Aren't you? You're officially my
I
publicist.
love it, man. I love
Yeah.
helping you
If
out.
if you want to connect with me, connect through Kyle. He'll probably see your email before I will.
Yeah, it brings me great joy. Amongst all the things that I'm doing, it's a lot of fun to just go out there and try to find people to get on your channel and just help expand, everything awesome that you're doing,
Right. Yeah. And also, I think that you have like a network started. So if you have a channel
Yeah.
and, if you're looking for interviews, Kyle might be able to help you in some way, shape, or form.
Oh,
Or
I
you
definitely
can,
can. Yeah, because there's a
um,
lot of people in my network that are starting up channels.
right.
I might be able to interview you. On top of that, what I'm doing with my private community is I want people that are like new to come in and share your story. And if you're teaching, you can come in for free.
Yeah.
And just share your story and teach whatever you want to teach and practice. Use that as like a little incubation ground, like a heart-centered incubation ground to help you step into whatever you're trying to step into.
They will know us by our fruits,
Yeah,
right? You will know them by their fruits. Isn't that what Jesus said?
I love it.
Um, right? So people will know, oh, you learned from Kyle and Brian.
Yeah,
You got started there. I saw your interview with them. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
That's what I think that we'll have like this like army of really cool people that
And,
are
and so
incoherent
the
and the
thing that we're
newer.
doing, and it's I've put a lot of focus into it, is when I started my group, I guided the heart coherence to start, but then I observed in the community like who was talented, who was ready to take a different position, and then I put them in control of running the meetings Monday through Sunday. Now
Right.
people are studying under them, and when they get good enough, there's going to be more meetings and stuff, and
Right.
and it's
Yeah.
basically we're building this collaborative of heart-centered leaders, and it's not just heart coherence. We have a music class that just started. We have a breathwork class. We have a prayer class.
Oh
We
wow.
have an energy lab. It's everything. So if you
Yeah.
fall into any of those categories, just come hang out.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah.
Somebody, Richard Rudd and Sarah Shook were also mentioned.
Richard
Um,
Rudd.
right.
Teaching in
Um,
HEC is awesome. Yeah. Jose, that's one of my teachers. Let's go.
there's
Hey,
Jose.
check out Jose
Jose.
Lindsay. She's a phenomenal heart coherence meditator.
All
And
right. All right. All right.
yeah, she's been such a great addition to the community. And on Friday, she teaches it's basically a group sharing. So anyone from the community can come share something they think will promote growth in the group, and she runs it, and it's badass, man.
You know who turned out to be an amazing teacher is Anita. Remember Anita from all the way from back in Maine? She's
Yeah.
teaching the master key and she's very good at it. That's the
Really?
thing that people don't understand. And it's the same call. I want other people to teach in my group. Um, if you want to learn something, teach it.
Yeah.
And
Where does
then you
Anita
become,
live? Where does it?
she's in Florida. She's in Florida,
Florida. Got it. Nice.
right? Remember?
Yeah, yeah, I
Her
know who you're
husband
talking about.
helped design the Cancun airport. Remember that?
Yeah.
Um, and so that's cool. And then Luis is doing healing sessions. There's some. It's really interesting. So it's an open call. We just had somebody that looks like they're volunteering to do relationship teaching,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for that. So we're going to keep on opening it up, and that's what I'm saying is that if you feel like you are healed, if you feel like you are awakened, if you feel like that you're don't know what to do, right? There's a lot of people that feel like purposeless. They kind of
Mm,
feel like there's this sort of vacuum that exists once you awaken. All right,
yeah.
we're here for you,
Yeah.
and we want to help you out because I believe in you. I believe that you could be a great writer, a great therapist, a great healer. There's something special about you, and so let's figure out a way to bring that out. That's what we're
Yeah.
trying to do in my teachings, in my events, and also in the interviews we do, and just in general. And that's the thing is everybody in those comments right there are like geniuses. Like
The
they
geniuses.
they're geniuses. There's so many geniuses out there. I don't think we understand how amazing. We have some incredible people out there that can offer us. Richard Rudd's created the Gene Keys, and Lisa Miller is a psychologist. They said, but anyway, yeah,
Please email me, coherencetrainers@gmail.com. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Very, very good idea. If he wrote the Gene Keys, I definitely would like to talk to him.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
I should just go around my bookshelf and start giving you names of books.
Yeah.
That
Just
would,
screenshot, take a
I
snap.
would love to talk to Robert Greene, who wrote the 48 Laws of Power. Have you ever read those books or heard about it?
No, no.
Oh, okay. So I don't, I have the other book on my other bookshelf, but I did some breakdowns in my, this is that, yeah, 48 Laws of Power. All right. He's like sort of like a historian, but he goes through 48 laws, going through like giving historical examples. He also wrote The Art of Seduction and the 33 Strategies of War. 50 Cent's a huge fan. Jay Z's a huge fan. All these people are huge fans of 48 Laws of Power. If you follow, they follow it on their rise. You know, he basically, the book shows you, right? Um, he's showing you like how people made it into power, like the secrets. There's like a dark side and a light side to it. It's super fascinating. Like he breaks down and gives you historical examples. These are the secrets to power. So, like the first one, let's see, never outshine the master, law one. Law
Yeah.
two, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies.
Ooh,
Law three, conceal your intentions. Law four, always say less than necessary.
dude, I'm
So
on it, man. I'm on it. That
all
sounds
right.
like so up my alley.
Right? I've always thought in an interview with him, like he's big time. I don't know if if we could pull it off, but he also
We
wrote a
can
book
pull it
on
off, man.
mastery. He also wrote a book about mastery, and we could talk about future self mastery with him. Like maybe it's too mystical.
No,
I
no,
don't know
no.
if you know
Robert Greene.
Robert Greene with an E at the end. Put him on the list. All right, that would be
Hey,
cool.
hey, one other thing that I can't get enough of, man, and this is an open invite. I've actually been inviting my group and anybody in the world who wants to join me to do my nightly gratitude practice with me, which is the Tony Robbins priming. So if anyone
Ah,
out there is interested, coherencetrainers@gmail.com. I go on pretty much every night, and it's so cool to just hear people's stories about what came up during that process, and
yeah.
it
And
adds to the energy field of mine to help have other people with me. So it's
we integrate Tony Robbins priming into the future self meditation. We
oh
use
yeah,
that in order to meet the future self at the beginning. You we use the Tony Robbins priming technique to put
that's
you into the state where you meet the future self. It's all connected together,
you do an
right?
enhanced version, which is
I
just
do.
amazing.
I would do what you would call the Tony Robbins priming on steroids.
Yeah, I don't know that I can handle that every day. I wish I could.
Oh, really? That'd be too much for you to
I mean,
handle?
dude, the life is transforming enough. But do you have that like a copy of it in a meditation form?
when we do it live,
Yeah, right. It's you kind
the
of it's
live, we
just
have
at the live
recordings of
event.
that. You can
Right,
check
right,
those
right, right,
out.
right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've done versions in some guided meditations when you look at
Yeah,
things
you got to
yourself.
save your secret
And I've
sauce for the
also
main
have a
event.
priming meditation, and
Yeah,
it's what we're doing on day two. The wave of fortune is the priming. It's a
yeah.
version of priming, but it's also a physical body. Like you're jumping up and down. You're getting excited. It's part of that. You know what
Oh
I mean?
man.
So when we open on Saturday, you will be primed. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Tony Robbins was a master. That's one of his best contributions is the priming technique, isn't
yeah,
it?
dude, that has had a really strong influence on me, and I will admit that I really feel like there's 100% chance that I've done it more than anyone in the world.
I don't know, man. You do it every
I
day, right?
know that's a bold statement, right? But I really
Right.
feel like it. I
I went
mean,
into your group. We did the priming. Remember that was,
oh
I'm a
yeah,
big fan.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
that
see that I do that all the
priming
time, man.
puts you in gamma
Yeah,
because you're sending out energy too.
right.
Priming puts you in gamma, and it puts you in coherence, and then it raises the vibration to a certain level and creates a wave of energy. That
Yes.
it's huge
There's a
game
lot
changer.
to it, man. You run the energy through your body, you send it to others, you think of the future self, you think about things right now you're grateful for.
Right.
Um, it's got the medicine. So,
You're also tuning into past previous memories of super, excited because yeah,
yeah. Oh,
the whole
dude,
process.
and it's so funny to see what comes up, man.
Right.
Wild. It's wild. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Right.
remember things during that exercise that I never remembered before.
Right. So,
Hey,
what's your
man.
plans for the weekend, brother? Y-
Oh, dude, I'm working on the house. I'll hang out with the boys.
Getting packed, getting
Getting
unpacked.
ready for this challenge, honestly. I have some stuff I have to finish because the thing is, all these like really prominent guests just keep reaching out saying, "Hey, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that." And so I'm
That's awesome.
creating more flyers for them so that they can spread the
Yeah.
word. And really tomorrow I want to write an email just sincerely requesting the guests to just if they want to and they have it in their heart to share it with the people in their network because I really believe that
Right.
if they do, it's gonna have an impact, like on their
Yeah.
community and it'll help them and everybody. So
Right.
um yeah, I'm locked in for that challenge, man.
Yeah. Don't let me forget. I'll send an email too.
All right, thanks,
So that
brother. Yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta
You
gotta
do
do that.
so much for me, man, that I don't
But
even
no, I just don't use my email properly. I have other people that handle
dude,
it.
I
You know what
don't
I mean?
either, man.
Yeah. And
That's
so
that's something that
so we need
is a
to access the version of ourselves that's
that's what I
mastering
was
the
just gonna
game.
say. I
Yeah,
was
we're
just
gonna
gonna
just
say that.
access that version.
Yeah, because
Right.
whenever we hear ourselves saying that we're not good at these things, we automatically catch it. And it's funny that we both caught that in that moment.
Right. We've now learned, okay, not
Yeah.
good at that. That means we
And
can
that's it.
access another
Awareness,
version.
immediately shift. Boom.
Right.
Now we're there.
So
We both
I
write
just want to
amazing
thank
emails.
everybody. It's been another amazing Saturday. I know you want to catch some of the game a little bit, so
Hey, thanks, brother.
we'll let you go. But once again, in the links in the description, there's a few tickets left for Austin. You can also apply and see if you can get a scholarship. Let us know. We have some set aside, and we want if you can't make it, then go. And also be sure to check out Kyle's school, my school, and we have some amazing episodes coming out this week. The 21-day challenge coming on the 29th. Meet us next week we're going to be an hour earlier at 2 o'clock, and we will start everything off with really amazing meditation. Sending all my love to everybody. Let's take a moment. Let's go into coherence. All
Yeah,
right,
man. Let's do
before
it.
we leave, breathing in for 4 seconds. And then long exhale, releasing all that stuff, breathing it out. And then breathing in again, 4 seconds. Bring up a feeling of gratitude, something you're super grateful for, a feeling of happiness or joy, and just sit with that, slowing down your breath. All right. We're going to go out and have an amazing week. Sunday is going to be the best Sunday ever. Monday is going to be the best Monday ever. This week is going to blow every other week away. I can feel it. I know it. It's going to happen. Everybody send light to everybody that's watching now. feel the interchange of energy as you send it out, sending that energy out. You can feel a rush of energy if you're just sitting there. That's a reminder for you to send it out. We are like a battery. Everybody's coming together. See your future. See how beautiful it can be. Whatever you imagine becomes reality. I want you to imagine something amazing. You are amazing. I love you all. And welcome to the reality revolution. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, it's Brian Scott. So before you go, November 20th through the 22nd in Sedona at Bell Rock in the Vortex, 3 days of pineal gland activations, quantum jumping, future self merging. I'm using a special retrocausal technique where you merge with your future self based on real quantum physics that creates the most drastic and profound changes that you could ever imagine. The Earth is going to do half the work in the Vortex. Tickets are in the description. Space is very limited. You can go to the link, click the link, or go to www.brianscottlive.com/Sedona-2026. Sedona, Arizona, November 20th through the 22nd. There's early bird pricing available. There's discounts on rooms available. Get your ticket now. Click on the link now. I can't wait to see you there.